Buzzbox BoCo. BoCo was enjoying his work on Edward's branch line, but there were places he could not go because the rails could not support his weight. When a lighter engine was required to do the work, the Fat Controller asked for BoCo's help on the main line. The engines were not used to having a diesel help on the mainline trains. While most of them liked BoCo and appreciated the help, some did not. Including Gordon. To hear him talk, you would think the Fat Controller had asked for BoCo's help for quite a different reason.
Branch line tease are pulling mainline trains,
Gordon fumed for the umpteenth time.
It's vulgar.
I agree, put in James. We have worked peacefully without diesels until now. We don't need them buzzing around our yard.
And there's another thing, said Gordon. BoCo is much too loud. He sounds like a hive of bees wherever he goes. The noise is disgraceful.
Disgusting.
Despicable.
And vulgar, added Gordon.
The trucks had been listening to the three big engines and thought it a great joke.
Buzzbox Diesel buzzing around the yard, they chattered. We'll have fun with him.
The next day, BoCo was pulling a heavy goods train up Gordon's Hill. BoCo's engine roared as he made his way up the steep gradient. The sound was soon drowned out by the laughter of the trucks. Come along quietly, BoCo snapped.
He's angry,
they guffawed.
He must get away from him before he tries to sting us.
The trucks held back with such a force that the couplings snapped, and they careened down the hill. Quick thinking guard applied the brakes, and they slowly but surely came to a halt at the bottom. BoCo was most embarrassed. Later that day, BoCo returned to the shed for a rest, before returning to the branch line. As he entered the yard, the trucks began laughing again. The other engines had heard of BoCo's incident on the hill and laughed too. Soon the whole yard was a chorus of laughter at BoCo's expense. BoCo surveyed the situation. Finally lost patience.
Buzzbox, am I?
BoCo said in a booming voice, quelling the laughter. I have come here only to help you, and instead of showing gratitude, you mock me for who I am and what I am. I am no stranger to what steam engines think of diesels, and just because my engine is loud does not make me any less useful than any of you. And he stormed away to rest elsewhere. The engines were ashamed, especially Henry, who realized that the trucks must have heard Gordon talking about BoCo. Henry found BoCo later that evening and explained the whole situation.
We do appreciate your help, Henry said kindly. You've made a big difference here in our yard. We big engines are sometimes too proud to realize that there are indeed other engines who can do the work as well or better than us. Edward is very fortunate to have you on his line.
BoCo smiled.
I've also scolded those troublesome trucks, Henry continued. I told them that if they did not stop laughing, we'd turn them into beehives.
The two engines laughed, and together they returned to the sheds. Next morning, BoCo said goodbye to the engines. They all wished him well and hoped he would return soon. Then, Gordon passed by, pulling branch line coaches. The Fat Controller placed Gordon on branch line duties for a few days as a punishment for teasing you. Mainline engines pulling branch line trains? It's vulgar, called a voice. Gordon could not be sure, but he thought the voice was BoCo's.